Hello.
You've been doing good things for us, don't think? Have you now? Well... Ha! The great Khans will not be slaves. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar. Yeah?
It's good to have you here. I suppose if asked, I...
You've been doing good things for... Doesn't he? The glory of the great Khans will be restored. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The great Khan... You've been doing good things for it. Don't you dare mention the NCR under this roof. I won't hear any more talk.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the night. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. Was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old... I figured us mutants needed a place to call our own. Town's far enough away. One of these days, I'm hoping we can trade with the rest of the wasteland. Was part of a super mutant army. Ran a town, walked... Long story, so here's the short version. The Master created the super mutant. The Master thought he could unify everyone. No more differences, no more war. Didn't it? Town was Broken Hills. Bunch of super mutants, humans, and ghouls. We were looking for a Gek to save the village of Arroyo. Eventually, we did. Nuked an oil rig in the process. We went separate ways after that. I went east into the Rockies, looking for other mutants like myself. Don't know what I... Lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Go... Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Kaisar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Kaisar, not Kaisar's... Might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it. They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. They keep rolling over people. They'll regret it. Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. Not really. Heard it's a paradise. Amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away everything they've got in that town. Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using. One of the reasons While they're in town, the Nightkin aren't allowed to have stealth boys, so their craziness doesn't get worse. Trouble is, the Nightkin don't like being visible either. Same as any civilized town. Don't start...
Someday, I miss being in the Master's army. Better watch out. Lily's been babbling about her grandkids again. Someday, I miss being in the Master's army.
Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! I watch over the bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures. Another human. One was enough. Bother someone else. I don't... Humans are always staring at things. It is different right now. Dr. Henry, he's one of you. I represent the Nightkin. Marcus may lead. Doesn't mean I don't respect Marcus for what he's trying to do. However, he doesn't truly understand. The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds. Jacobstown was... Instead, we... Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you. So many staring eyes.
Dr. Henry's pretty smart.
Huh. I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Most of the time, I'm Dr. Henry's research assistant. We're looking into ways to cure the, I'm also handy with tools. And once in a while I... Prospect. Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so just to keep things interesting. Never really done much science stuff till now. I'm pretty good at it.
I assume this is a... The Nightkin have very... I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II Pro. I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to invest. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would I've compared the brain chemistry of a Nightkin to one of the local Night Stalkers we killed. Now, I'm not claiming that Night Stalkers are running around wearing Stealth Boys, Mike. The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason... However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint it. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject. And it's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negative. Its negative effects are more... Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up... Yes, specializing in neuroscience, cyberdogs and the like. Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after. I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of...
I hope it will snow later. I hope it will snow later. Get us some miniguns or missile launchers. Better watch out. Lily's been babbling about hornets. We're making noise all night again. Need to tighten up my vices again.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with... killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Not looking to fight. That'll give it. You're human. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just... Thank...
Our business is with the muties. I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving.
Wish the muties would make a move. I love getting sick of waiting.
Something on your mind? Smart, charismatic, and hell of a mean streak. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. He talks, they listen. Was hoping... Keen is saner than most, but I know he's thinking of going his own way again. He's aggressive because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try and find more stealth boys. Miserable situation. They either... That's like saying Caesar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't have a lot of trust for others, mutants included. That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will worse. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback. Good. Glad you didn't kill. If NCR or...
I hope it will snow later.
Muties aren't so tough if you've got the firepower. Wish the muties would make a move. Can't wait to get the rest of our pay for this job.
We've got nothing left to talk about.
No run-ins with the Great Khans. Tough, independent, and as ruthless as they come. They're keeping watch on the Great Khans, mostly. We called it...
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Welcome aboard.
You're here for the money. Well... I talked to the cashier at Gamora into forwarding me some chips. I was convinced I was... It, didn't go... They also said if they had to talk to me about my debt again... We were on patrol near the dam, when a Legion raiding party... I was hit in the head with a machete and knocked out. Didn't kill me, though some nights I wish it had. When I woke up, my nerve was gone. The rest of my squad was crucified, butchered, mutilated. I don't know how they missed me. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they knew they'd broken me. I gambled and drank a lot after that. Got it. Maybe. But thanks for saying it anyway. I operate the radio.
Evening. Hello. If you're here to sell... This is the frontier of NCR territory, and we're the first... South of here is Camp Guardian, but they've been having radio trouble, so they've been No problem. Hey, do me a favor when you get back to Reyes and tell her that we don't need... You... We're not gonna die of thirst anytime. It's not my call to make. I keep getting deliveries of ammunition for some reason. I don't mind. We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
What brings you to Ranger Station? You're not stationed here, but your rep with the NCR speaks for itself. I really shouldn't be doing this for you. We're here to make...
Evening.
Welcome back. Glad to hear it. Before you go, we've received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the rangers who... Nothing is severe. Charlie seems to be getting a lot of extra medical support. Echo. Thank you.
Better move along. There's not much for you here.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that. Did you need something else? High casualties? We've had one. Any injury, illness, or death gets radioed to Ranger HQ at camp. Chief Hanlon and his aides compile the report. There are other Ranger posts around. Do a fucking head count.